of the champions of the past, present, and or future. And today is not quite a Champions Day, but we're working on it. My name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program for this 22nd day of June 2021. We go back to Saturday, September 16th, 1949 for the New York Yankees and the Detroit Tigers. And that's the game that you'll get on Thursday, too. It'll be the 17th. So Friday afternoon in New York, it is a rainy day in the Bronx. The winds are calm and it's 71 degrees. And so the Yankees' magic number to win the American League is 4. And this will be the Yankees' 5th pennant in the 40s. And I think they won 4 World Series, or 3 World Series at this point. So they're looking for their 4th World Championship. Will it be the Cardinals or will it be the Dodgers? We'll know after my vacation how that's going to go. So the Yankees, look, all they got to do is win 4 more games in the next 2.5 weeks, or Cleveland loses 4 games in the next 2.5 weeks, and the Yankees go back to the World Series for the first time since 1947. I know. If you're a 2-year-old kid in New York in the 40s, it's been a lifetime of a wait since the Yankees won the pennant. Outside of that, not so much. The Yankees deserve to win the pennant. They're 89-50, and so the Tigers have had a good year. They're 73-69. So we'll chase the Yankees on their pennant chase until they actually clinch. If they don't do it this week, they'll do it after I come back from vacation. Get your World Series tickets at Gate 6 of Yankee Stadium. So Tommy Byrne looking for his 14th win against Fred Hutchinson. That's the matchup on a rainy Friday in New York. As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Pennant Chase 49. Today, the American League. It's the New York Yankees and the Detroit Tigers. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. So Tommy Byrne gets the call today, making his 28th start of the year. He is 29 years old. He throws it hard, but no one knows where it's going. It's kind of like Spider-Man. Nobody knows where it goes. 93-mile-an-hour fastball and a fly ball pitcher. As we said, making his 28th start of the year. He is 13-10 with an ERA of 3.81. Right around his real-life numbers. This is his 8th start against the Tigers. 49 and a third innings. 43 hits. 25 runs all earned. He has walked 46 and struck out 26. I'm not going to miss the constant walks here. He is 3-3 against the Bengals with an ERA of 4.5, 4.56. His last start came against the A's on the 5th, so he's on 11 days rest. It was a loss, 7 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He walked 8 and struck out 6. Now, he has walked more than 10 a handful of times. The last time was against the A's on August 12th. Overall, 203 innings, 127 hits. Kind of like watching Nolan Ryan here. 12 homers, 94 runs in total, 86 earned. He has walked 193. That's Barry Bonds numbers. And struck out 121. Again, those are Barry Bonds numbers. And as the Yankees try to cut this down to their magic number to possibly clinch tomorrow, here's the lineup they'll face. Eddie Lake leads off for the Tigers at third base. Don Callaway at first, he'll bat second. Pat Mullen in left will hit third. Vic Wertz cleans up in right. Drew Devers will bat fifth in center field. Johnny Lippin is at short, he'll bat sixth. Neil Barry at second will bat seventh. Mr. Swift behind the plate goes eighth. And Fred Hutchinson on the mound goes ninth. He should throw around 145 pitches. Charlie Keller is in left field as we set the Yankee defense for you. He's a 2 and a 4. Joe DiMaggio a 10 and an 8 in center. Cliff Mapes is a 3 and a 6 in right. Bobby Brown, the good doctor, is a 4 at third. Phil Rizzuto is a 10 at short. Jerry Coleman is a 4 at second. Mole, or Mole, we'll see when we see the first name. He's a 3 at first. And I'm guessing this is his first game. So no Henrik and no Mize for the Yankees to start. And Yogi Berra is a 10 and a 10 behind the plate. So Byrne, who can go as many as 165 pitches, but that might be gone in the fifth inning. A Yankee win and a Cleveland loss means the Yankees can clinch as early as Thursday or tomorrow in game time. Lake at 178, no homers, and 10 RBI. It is raining in New York. It is a Friday afternoon. There is pennant fever in the air. Byrne winds and deals, and Lake draws a walk. Full count was low on the change. Brings up Don Callaway. Don at 333. A homer and 39 RBI. He's sitting on a 14-game hitting streak. And there's a ground ball to Rizzuto. His only play is to Coleman, and he throws it away. The underhand missed Coleman's glove, and it goes into right field. So Lake is on second, Callaway on first. And that brings up Pat Mullen at 257, 8 triples, 6 homers, and 38 RBI. The Tigers would like to delay the coronation as long as they can. They, of course, are done. The only team that can catch the Yankees is the Indians. Pitch to Mullen. There's a line drive to second. Coleman's there, 1 out. Brings up Vic Wertz. Vic at 319, 15 homers and 100 RBI. A great year for Wertz, although he won't drive in the 133 that he did in real life. 1 out. There's a fly ball to shallow left center. DiMaggio has all sorts of room, makes the catch. Lake will go to third. How you doing, Mr. Forsberg? DiMaggio's throws can be close, and no, it got away from Brown. And Lake will score as it goes over the head of Bobby Brown. And that throw was cruel, and it's 1-0 Tigers. So 2 Yankee errors in the inning. Byrne doesn't need any help trying to get extra outs. He can walk all the men he wants. Here's Hoot Evers, 285, 8 homers, and 64 RBI. Callaway on second. The Tigers don't have a hit, but they have a run. Evers draws the walk. So Byrne, not his own best friend. Here's Lippin, Johnny at 269, 7 triples, 4 homers, and 59 RBI. Walked him. So Byrne is a wildflower at this point. Full count. Check swing, ball 4. So they're loaded for Neil Barry, 248, no homers and 22 RBI. Callaway on third. Evers probably can score on a hit on second, and Lippin on first. So they're loaded, 2 out, top the first. 1-0 Tigers. Here's the pitch from Byrne, and he hit Barry. Well, that's a good way to get home a run. Neil Barry pulls a Homer Simpson, and it's 2-0 Detroit. It's a good thing the Yankees have 2.5 weeks to pull this off. Here's Bob Swift at 278, 3 homers and 30 RBI. None of these runs are earned, by the way. Byrne has walked 3, given up 2 errors. It hit a batter. Pitch to Swift. Ball 4. 4th walk. It's going to face the pitcher. That scores a run. It's 3-0 Detroit. Hutchinson at 357. No homers and 6 RBI. Casey Stengel shaking his head in the Yankee dugout. Pitch from Byrne. Here's a line drive up the middle. We finally get a hit. Lippin scores. Barry scores. Swift goes to third. And before the Yankee fans can dry off their seats, it's 5-0 Detroit. And again, everything is unearned. So the first 9 on 41 pitches from Byrne. He's walked 4, given up 2 errors, hit a batter, and finally a hit. Here's Eddie Lake. He walked and scored. Byrne, ball 4. 3-1 fastball inside. Well, Casey is not going to give him that much more room. Here's Callaway. Callaway actually hit us. He reached on an error and scored. The pitch. That's it. So 6 walks and 6 runs. I think we'll give him Mullen. Who the heck have I got? The Yankees bullpen. Wow, they got Hugh Casey. The Yankees pen is kind of shot right now. Dwayne Pallette warms in the pen for the Yankees. They're loaded again. Pitch to Mullen. There's a ground ball to third. Brown on the grass. Bang banger. Mullen is safe on an infield hit. Casey looks again. He wonders if Pallette is ready. Pallette says, just give me a couple more. They'll pitch to Wirtz. 7 runs for the Tigers here in the first. On 2 hits, 6 walks, and 2 errors. Oh my is right. Byrne deals. He walked him, and Casey bolts out of that dugout. So it'll be Dwayne Pallette. And if you've heard of Dwayne Pallette, you are a Yankee fan. So Pallette is nicknamed D. He's 26 years old, a fastball pitcher at 85, and a flyball plus pitcher. He is making his 11th appearance on the year. He is 1-0 with an ERA of 5.61. He has faced the Tigers now 3 times, including a start. 8 innings, 10 hits, 7 runs, all earned. He walked 6 and hasn't struck out anybody. He last pitched against the Browns on the 13th. He won a clean inning, striking out a batter. 25 2/3 innings, 29 hits, 5 homers, as Mr. Forsberg celebrates. 16 runs, all earned, given up by Pallette. 21 walks and 6 strikeouts. So the bases are loaded. These runs are all going to be charged to Byrne, but none of them are earned. I wonder what the record is in a game for most unearned runs. Evers, surprisingly enough, walked and scored his first time up. Pallette deals. Evers gets hit. It's 9-0. And Evers is hurt. Johnny Groth comes in because Evers gets hit in the hand. I'm going to play this like an all-star game. We've already had 2 substitutions and still 2 out in the top of the first. Here's Lippin. Can you guess what Johnny did his first time up? How about walked and scored? Lippin into center field. DiMaggio going back there and makes the catch. And this inning is mercifully over. But the Tigers score 9 runs on 2 hits and 2 errors. And they're all unearned. That's amazing. They also leave the bases loaded. Half an inning in the books. The Tigers, $17 billion. The Yankees coming up. Well, Fred Hutchinson has won 6 straight decisions anyway. This is his 19th start of the year. 29 years old, fastball pitcher and a fly ball pitcher. He's been given a gift of 9 runs against the Yankees. This is his second start. 3 games overall, 1 start in there. 11 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He walked 4 and struck out 1. He's 0-1 with an ERA of 3.27 against the Yankees. But Hutch has been given a gift of unbelievable proportions. Overall, 12-8, 3 saves, and an ERA of 2.81. He beat the White Sox on the 10th, going the distance, allowing 7 hits and a run. He has walked 2 and struck out 4. So overall, 179 and 2/3 innings, 156 hits, 15 home runs, 64 runs in total, 56 earned. He's walked 56 and struck out 50. Yankees still covering the spread. Wonder what the over-under would be. Oh, goodness, I forgot. We're still in the first inning. Let's set the defense for you. Wakefield is in left for the Tigers because of the injury. Mullen, I believe, moves over to center, so Wakefield takes over in left. He's a 1 and a 6. Mullen a 2 and a 5 in center. Vic Wirtz a 7 and a 7 in right. And I believe the Tigers would be drinking some 7 and 7s at this point. Mr. Lake is a 3 at third. Imagine that. Eddie scored twice in the first inning and is 0 for 0. Johnny Lippin is a 6 at short. Neil Barry a 4 at second. Don Calloway is a 4 at first. Bob Swift is a 3 and a 4 behind the plate, and Hutchinson is an 8 on the mound with a 9.83 fielding percentage. And, well, you know, the Yankees now have a target. Phil Rizzuto leads off at short. Cliff Mapes in right field will bat second. Bobby Brown is at third and bat third. Joe DiMaggio says, I got this, boys. He cleans up in center field. Yogi Berra behind the plate will bat fifth. Charlie Keller in left will bat sixth. The Mole at first will bat seventh. If his name is Harry, I'm just going to laugh. Jerry Coleman at second bats eighth, and Paulette, who is not Tommy Byrne, who started this game, will bat ninth. So with all that, it's 17 after the hour, and we finally get to the bottom of the first. The Scooter at 292, 8 homers and 78 RBI. Hutchinson deals, and it's ball 4. Of course it is. We're going to be here till 2 o'clock. Brings up Cliff Mapes' clip at 288. 5 homers and 31 RBI. Rizzuto holds, and Mapes strikes out. He got him on a 1-2 on the inside corner. And that brings up Bobby Brown at 314, 3 homers and 42 RBI. Hit and run will be on here. Runner goes, Brown swings, ground ball to short. They won't get 2. Lippin's only play is to first. Callaway's there, 2 out. So Rizzuto on second for Joe DiMaggio. Joey D and the Starlighters at 384. This is his last at-bat of the year? Last game of the year? I thought he played that last weekend against the Red Sox. 13 homers and 56 RBI. Hutchinson from the stretch. In the left field, Wakefield. That ball is way out of here. And so the Yankees get 2 on DiMaggio's 14th of the year into the bullpen bleachers in left center field. And it's a 19-game hitting streak for Joe DiMaggio. Here it is again. Hutchinson a little lazy, and DiMaggio made him pay. Oh my goodness, did he ever. That's a pick and a poke to get one out of there. And so, it's 9-2. Here's Yogi, 246. 15 homers and 59 RBI. Pitch from Hutchinson. There's a ground ball to short. Lippin's got it. Bang banger to first, and Berra is out. So, that's the first inning. The Yankees, with a 2-run blast from DiMaggio, score 2 on a hit and no errors. We go to the second, 9-2 Tigers. So Barry, Swift, and Hutchinson. Barry reached and scored. Was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded and drove in his 23rd run. So Pennant in relief of Tommy Byrne, who couldn't hit the broadside of the George Washington Bridge. Barry into center field. DiMaggio, 1 out. Here's Bob Swift. Bob walked home a run, drove in his 31st, and then later got his ticket punched. Ball 4. That brings up Fred Hutchinson. I believe Fred had the first hit of the ball game. A 2-run single. So now it's driven in 8. You're not bunting up 7. Pennant fires. There's another base hit into left field. So Hutchinson's 2 for 2. So Swift on first, Swift on second, Hutchinson on first. For Eddie Lake. Has walked twice and scored twice. Not bad for a 178 hitter. Pitch to Lake. In the center field, DiMaggio rides the swing, makes the catch, throws to second, or throws it back in the infield, and Swift is back 2 out. Oh yeah, by the way, Don Callaway, who has scored twice, reached on an error, and has an RBI and a walk, is on a 14-game hitting streak. The pitch. Got him! So a 1-2 fastball just below the belt, and that will retire the side. No runs, a hit, and no errors. The Tigers leave on 2. Bottom 2, 9-2 Detroit. So we're going to find out who the mole is here in a second. Charlie Keller at 245, 6 homers, and 23 RBI. And you know who the mole is? It was always Anderson Cooper. See how many of you get that one. Pitch to Keller. Ball 4. So it is Fenton mole, and Fenton is 0 for 11 on the replay. In real life, 5 for 27, 185, no homers, and 2 RBI. A 9 spot. And you know what, John? They're all unearned. Tommy, we'll show you the line at the midway point. Tommy Byrne's day. Well, you can't get much worse than that. The 2 Yankee errors. But a 9 spot in the first. And again, I got to wonder, what is the record for most unearned runs in a game? Because they're all unearned. Pitch to Mr. Mole is ball 4. And that brings up Jerry Coleman. Jerry at 283, 2 homers and 51 RBI. Pitch from Hutchinson. Ground ball up the middle. Lip into Barry for 1, and there's no throw to first as Mole with a bad slot with a. Well, I just couldn't get out of the glove. So 1 out. The Yankees bullpen is in tatters. Now, do you pinch it for Pennant here? He's going to bunt. Can't tear apart the bullpen right now. He squares. The bunt is down. Hutchinson picks it up. And Keller will stay put. Barry, the throw to first. Pennant should be retired. He is. And so it goes 2-4 on the card. Coleman can score on a single to make it 9-4. Hutchinson is opening 9 on 35 pitches, an inning and 2/3. The hit, the lone hit for the Yankees, the 2-run bomb to DiMaggio in the bleachers in left center. Rizzuto walked and scored on the homer. So Keller on third, Coleman on second. Rizzuto, ground ball, base hit, right side. Keller scores. Coleman scores. And you know what? The Yankees aren't out of this. It's 9-4 in the second. Wouldn't it be something, and I'm saying this right now, wouldn't it be something that if you spotted another team 9 runs and came back to win, that's like the 87 Red Sox here against the Yankees. Here's Mapes. He's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. The Mets in 85 against the Astros had 16 unearned runs. Oh, my God. I'm not sure it matters how many pitchers were victimized. The Astros clubhouse was probably not a happy place after that. 16? Throw to first. Rizzuto is picked off. So Callaway tagged him, and that is the inning. But the Yankees put up 2 more. We go to the third. It's 9-4 Detroit. So Mullen, Wirtz, and Wakefield to face Pallette. Mullen 1 for 2, a single and an RBI. And there's a line drive foul first base side. Somebody from Staten Island made that catch, and the count is full. Our good friend Brad, Big Clue, said Earl Weaver treated every game, treat every out as a precious gift. You get 27 of them, and as long as you have outs in your hand, you can win the ball game. And that's how the Yankees have got to approach this. Pitch to Mullen. Here's a liner in the left field. That's going to drop in front of Keller. Mullen is going to go for 3. The throw into third, and Pat's got his 9th triple of the year. So that kind of skipped past Keller on the wet field. And now bring up Wirtz, who's 0 for 1 with an RBI, his 101st, and a walk. And this one is turning into Ripley's Believe It or Not in a Hurry. Pitch to Wirtz. There's a long drive to right center, and that's gone. So it's 11-4 Detroit, and those are the first earned runs in the game for the Tigers. That ball was crushed. Glad I left Pallette in, huh? So it's 11-4 Detroit. Here's Wakefield. He came in on the injury. 203, 7 homers, and 15 RBI. Pitch. There's a liner to right. Mapes is there. He's going to dive. And makes the catch. Left quite a divot out there. 1 out. And that's a big one. Here's Lippin. Johnny's 0 for 1 with a walk. There's a fly ball to left. Keller in the corner. Charlie chases it down and makes the catch. 2 out. Brings up Neil Barry. Reached, scored, and drove in a run. His 23rd. Been a lot of that in this game. Pitch to Barry. There's a fly ball to right. This should be easier for Mapes. And it is. And so the side is retired, but Vic Wirtz's home run gives the Tigers, after 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors, an 11-4 lead as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. So Mapes, Brown, and DiMaggio. Cliff struck out his first time up. The lone strikeout for Fred Hutchinson. Got him. That's 2. He swings and misses on an 83-mile-an-hour fastball. Brings up Bobby Brown. Bobby is 0 for 1. Islanders and Blackhawks tomorrow at noontime. Game 2 of their Stanley Cup quarterfinal in the Dave Gardner Project. And the Islanders, after their easy 4-1 win last night, with a 1-0 lead in that best of 7. In the shallow left center, in comes Mullen. for the out, 2 away. Here's DiMaggio, his 14th of the year in the bleachers in left center. His first time up. There's a slow ground ball to Lippin. Throw to first, and that will retire the side. So the Yankees go in order. First time today that anybody's gone in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the 4th. It's 11-4 Tigers. So the Yankees have a 12-game lead. Their magic number is 4. The Tigers, 73-69. They've lost 2 straight. They've scored some runs. They've scored 691. And the National League, both the Dodgers and the Cardinals lost yesterday, so the lead stays a game and a half for Brooklyn, and the magic number is now 13. So they'll take that. But the Cardinals, remember, still have a bunch more games at home, including 2 against the Dodgers. The Phillies, their elimination number is 1. As Bob Swift steps in, he's walked twice, scored once, and drove in a run. The unearned goal runs in that game. Astros had 5 errors, we're being told. Bob Depper gave up 4 unearned runs. Frank DiPino gave up 6. And Mike Madden gave up 6. And as Al Red Sox fan would say, they picked up a lot of sticks. Holy is the for New York last night. Was in my series, it's Chico Resch was the primary goalie. I saw the great save in the Islander Lightning game Saturday night at the end. That was incredible by the defenseman. Pitch to Swift is a fly ball to left center field. Keller, 1 out. Here's Fred Hutchinson. He's had a pretty good game. He's singled twice, driven in 2. Scored once. Paulette in for Tommy Byrne, who is rubbing enough absorbing Jr. into his shoulder. And now we got a rain delay. Oh. How long did it rain for? 2 hours. That's his daddy. So we got a pitching change because it rained for 2 hours. I mean, because it was in the 4th inning, you couldn't call it. Oh boy, this is just an ugly one today in New York. It's 11-4. Let's find another pitcher, shall we? We're going to go with, can't go with Sanford, he goes tomorrow. Can't go with Rashi because he goes the day after. It's going to be Cuddles Marshall. Because when it's 11-4, does it really matter? I imagine that down 7 after a 2-hour rain delay, it really is girlfriends. Not even the wives and kids are there anymore. Here's Cuddles Marshall. Cuddles is 24 and ain't he cute. Making his 30th appearance of the year. He's a fastball pitcher at 86 and a standard pitcher. Against the Tigers, this is his 6th relief appearance. He's going for a while today, boys and girls. 3 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He walked 4 and struck out 1. Somehow he is 1-0 with a save with a 9.82 ERA. 6-1 on the replay, 2 saves, and an ERA of 2.84. So it'll all come undone, of course, in this one. Last pitched against the Red Sox a week ago. An inning and a third, a run, it was earned. He walked 4 and struck out 1. So overall, 44 1/3 innings, 41 hits, no homers, 16 runs, 14 earned. He walked 30 and struck out 9. He's got 70 pitches. Let's see if we can get him into the 6th, shall we? Brings up the pitcher. Let's see if the Tigers pinch hit. Even the Crickets have left. Hutchinson stays in the game and draws a walk. An 8-pitch walk. Great. Here's Eddie Lake. Eddie is 0 for 1. He has walked twice and scored twice. And draws the walk. Some days you're the bug, and some days you're the windshield. Today, I'm a gnat. Here's Callaway, done, looking to get a hit to extend his hitting streak to 15 games. He's 0 for 2, surprisingly, in this game. Just as the Tigers go through the lineup for the 4th time. He's got an RBI, has scored 2 runs and struck out. Pitch from Marshall. Ball 4. Oh, my God. How you doing, Tribe fans? So nice to Twitch. You're not missing much here. The Yankees have spit the bit in this one. Here's Mullen. He's due for 3. He has single, triple, driven in a run, scored. He hasn't walked yet. He's still got probably 5 or 6 more chances. Line drive to second. Coleman's there, 2 out. Brings up Vic Wertz. Vic hit a 2-run homer in the 3rd. Ball 4. So Hutchinson scores. It's 12-4. Muska Mouseketeer. That brings up Dick Wakefield. He's 0 for 1. Lake at 3rd. Callaway at 2nd. Wirtz at 1st. And Cuddles Marshall, when the Yankees needed him to go a long way, has thrown 29 pitches with 2 outs in the 4th. And retired 1 batter. Tomorrow at noon for Game 2. Lots of sim hockey going on right now. Pitch to Wakefield is a fly ball to right. Mapes in the corner, and he will make the catch, and the Tigers leave him loaded. They get a run on no hits and no errors. Casey's looking down. I don't know how that setting works, Tribe fan. No runs, no hits, 1 run, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th at 12:36. It's 12-4 Detroit. Well, if Fred Hutchinson can't get the win, we'll see. Although his pitch count's now pretty low because we throw in 16 runs in a 2-hour rain delay. Yogi Berra is 0 for 1. In the left field, Wakefield, 1 out. Brings up Charlie Keller. Charlie walked and scored. All this and still the Yankees' second time through the lineup. Popped up Wirtz or Callaway. Callaway says, I've got it. And there's 2 out for Fenton Mole, who walked his first time up. This game summary in about 3 minutes is going to take me about an hour to read. Pitch to Mole is a fly ball to left field. Wakefield should be there. He is, and that will retire. Decide, hey, somebody went down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. Casey needs a fresh bottle for sure. We go to the 5th. It's 12-4 Detroit. So Lippin, Berry, and Swift. A lot to a little. Game summary over. That's pretty much the size of it. And we'll throw in a 30-second ad for in with that. Lippin is 0 for 2. He has walked and scored. Johnny in the left field. Back goes Keller. Keller goes back to the track. Makes the catch against the wall. Don't get hurt in a game like this. He dove against the wall and made the catch. 1 out. Here's Neil Berry. Neil is 0 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. Pitch from Marshall. Guess what? He walked. We haven't seen that at all today. I think that's the 11th Tiger walk of the game. 2 of those belong to Bob Swift. He's 0 for 1, RBI and a run scored. One out, top the fifth. I think too many of the Yankee players got into some bottles last night. That's the sixth walk for Marshall. Here's Fred Hutchinson. He's 2 for 2. Has singled twice, scored twice, walked, and is driven in 2. Barrett goes out to talk to Marshall. Cuddle says, get back there. Hutchinson, line drive to third. Brown is there, 2 out. Here's Eddie Lake. Eddie 0 for 1. He's walked 3 times. This is the 5th time through the lineup for the Tigers. 12 runs on 5 hits, and they've left on 8. And Lake walks again. Here's Don Callaway. He is still looking to get his hitting streak to 15. He has walked twice. He is 0 for 2. He has struck out, scored twice, and driven in a run. And they're loaded. Barry on third, Swift on second, Lake on first. Pitch to Callaway is to Mole, and Mole misplays it. So guess what? Barry is the 10th unearned run of the ball game. Cuddles isn't smiling anymore. Here's Mullen. Pat is 2 for 4. He has tripled, driven in a run, and scored. It's like winning the lottery full of Cracker Jack boxes here. So Vic Wirtz, who's already driven in 4, is on deck. Here's the pitch. Pat, line drive, foul. First base side. Then I'd have told you that somebody from Brooklyn made the catch. But those seats were empty a long time ago. This game needs a little more rain. I don't think the Tigers can grow enough runs, can you? The 0-2. Gets away from Berra, and Swift will score. That's the 11th unearned run of the ball game. And it's 14-4. 1-2 count to Mullen. Marshall deals. Ground ball, base hit up the middle. Lake will score. Callaway will score. It's 16-4. And here's Vic Wirtz. He's 1 for 2. He hit a home run. I don't remember when. It was sometime, I think, back in 1946. He now is 16 on the year. It's driven in 104. D. Scott Howard is going to start pulling out his softball players to finish this one up. Think Anna Kay can face this lineup? Pitch to Wirtz. Ball 4. I don't want to burn a pitcher here. Here's Wakefield. He's 0 for 2. That's the 8th walk by Marshall. Pitch to Wakefield. In the center field. Thank goodness. DiMaggio makes the catch. And we're halfway home. The Tigers, 4 runs on a hit and an error. Halfway home. It's 16-4. If you joined us late, I'm not reading the summary. Let's just say this game's had more walks than Nancy Sinatra and every Jane Fonda aerobics video ever made. The Tigers scored 9 in the first. All of them unearned runs. So Tommy Byrne, in retired 2 batters. He faced 13. He gave up 2 hits. He gave up 9 runs, and none of them are earned. He walked 7. Pennant actually got people out. He went 2 2/3 innings, allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned. The home run to Vic Wertz, he only walked 1. He gets a gold star and struck out a batter. How about that? Cuddles Marshall has gone an inning and 2/3. He's only given up a hit. 5 runs, 1 earned. He walked 8. So the Yankees, through 5 innings, has walked 16 batters. And as a team, they've thrown 185 pitches, 92 strikes, and 93 balls. Yeah, this may be my baton death march. It's 12:45, and we're just doing the halfway break now. Fred Hutchinson won't get the win. He's tired. We also had a 2-hour rain delay thrown in with this. 4 innings, 2 hits, 4 runs, all earned. A homer to DiMaggio. He walked 3 and struck out 2. So what did we say? That the Mets gave up 16 unearned runs in 85. This Yankee team has given up 13. So Coleman pitcher's spot in Rizzuto. Coleman 0 for 1. He scored a run. Hutchinson stays in the game. There's a base hit in the left field. We want 20. You probably will get it. Who can hit a righty? Charlie Silvera. 311, no homers, and 20 RBI. 500 as a pinch hitter. Hutchinson's pitch. Silvera struck him out. A 1-2 below the belt. That's a day game he's got. So he got a long way to go for that. Just below the belt. So that brings up Rizzuto. Hutchinson has only faced 18 batters. Remember, the Tigers are through the lineup now in their 5th time. Hutchinson, 64 pitches, 4 1/3 innings, 3 hits, a homer. He has walked 3 and struck out 3. The Scooter singled, has driven in twice, scored, and walked. In the left field, Wakefield going way back in the corner to make the catch, or does he? No, it's off the wall. Coleman goes to third. Rizzuto thought that was caught, and that will be it. Saul Rogovin. Better call Saul. He's coming in to pitch. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. It's 16-5. Detroit. Coleman, by the way, scored, and Rizzuto tripped around first base. Rogovin making his 3rd appearance of the year. He's 25 years old, a fastball pitcher at 89 and a standard pitcher. He hasn't pitched since May. The Yankees lit him up. If the Yankees come back to win this game, we'll be here till 6 o'clock tonight. So overall, no record, an ERA of 13.5. 2 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He walked 5 and hasn't struck out anybody. So Cliff Mapes is 0 for 2. 16 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Tigers. And they've left on 10. The Yankees, 5 runs, 4 hits, and 3 errors. 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. Rogovin deals. Mapes hits a line drive to right. Wertz is there. 2 out for Brown, who was 0 for 2. Hit and run is on. Here's the pitch. There goes Rizzuto. Ground ball to third. Lake across the way to Callaway, and that'll do it. Rogovin now is in line to get the win because Hutchinson couldn't go 5 because it rained. New pitcher coming in for the Yankees. It's going to be, again, I can't go with Fred Sanford. That's what I want to go with. Spec Shea. because you might as well. Spec the Nagatok Nugget. That sounds like a train, doesn't it? 28 years old, a fastball pitcher, 89 and a flyball pitcher. 24th appearance of the year, 30 against the Tigers. He does have a start. 6 1/3 against Detroit. 5 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He walked 7, struck out 4. No record against the Tigers. An ERA of 5.68. His last game was against the Red Sox on the 8th. He went a clean inning, striking out a batter, and picked up a save. So, 47 innings, 48 hits, 3 homers, 33 runs, 22 earned. He has walked 42 and struck out 22. And that line looks like an octal programming dump, doesn't it? So this is Shea's game as long as he can actually pitch well. 16-5, Tigers in the 6th. Here's Lippin. 0 for 3 with a run scored and a walk. And a quote, Skip Carey. It's okay if you want to go watch something else. Just don't forget to patronize our sponsors. Pitch to Lippin. Ball 4. Here's Neil Barry. What's the record for walks in a 9-inning game? I bet we come close to this. Barry is 0 for 2. He has walked once, and if you haven't walked in this game, you're not walking at all. He's scored twice and driven in a run. Line drive. Mole is there for the out. I would think just for one team. Although, what are we at? We're at 20 combined. In 2 hours and 20 minutes with a rain delay of 124. So already the lights are on. We're pushing past 6 o'clock in New York. Here's Bob Swift. He's walked 3 times on the ceiling if you want him. Twice on the pipe. If you want something naughty. Swift has scored twice. Ball 4. Casey's gone for the bottle. Most in an inning is 9. Okay. That's... Oh. And it'll bring up Better Call Saul. I don't know what they're going to do here. Your guess is as good as mine. Lippin on second, Swift on first, 1 out. And Sam Vico will pinch hit. Or Vico one day. Sam hitting .233, 4 homers and 19 RBI. And .211 as a pinch hitter. Pitch from Shea is fouled back, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. See if Shea loses him. He does! So he's walked the bases loaded, and you're probably going to get 20. Here's Eddie Lake. This is the 6th time through the lineup for the Tigers. He has walked 4 times. He has scored 3 runs. And he's 0 for 1. 1 out. Here's the pitch to Lake. There's a base hit in the left field. Lippin scores. Swift will hold at third. DiMaggio throws it back in, and it's 17-5 Detroit. I think Mark Forsberg passed out an hour ago. They bring up Don Calloway, who was still looking to get the hitting streak to 15. He's 0 for 3. He has scored 3 times. Driven in a run. He's walked twice and struck out. My goodness gracious. Bases are still loaded. 1 out. Ball 4. 18-5. Here's Pat Mullen. Mullen is 3 for 5. He's got a triple. He's driven in 3. He has not walked today. He has scored once. Shea has walked 4. He's retired 1 batter. Ground ball to third. This might be 2. Brown going to try. Coleman for 1. They do not throw to first. So it's now 19-5. 1949 was the year of the walk, but by God. It's like going to the Golden Corral and just eating the tapioca pudding. There's other things on that buffet. Here's Wirtz. He's 1 for 2. He had a home run at some point in this game. He has walked 3 times. He's driven in 4. It may be 1950 before this one ends. The only inning the Tigers have not scored in so far is the second. Pitch from Shea. You guessed it. Brings up Dick Wakefield, who's 0 for 3. He has not walked. Shea has walked 5 in the inning. In a game that you needed Shea to go probably 3 innings, he's only retired 2 batters. Bases loaded. Anybody got any good stories to share? It's 20-5. And it may be 20-5 before this one's over. I don't know what the heck to do at this point. Well, we're going to finish it, obviously, but... Casey's gone into Billy Martin's Foot Locker and started taking bottles. Anyway, back to the ball game. Here's Lipid. He's 0 for 3. He has walked twice and scored twice. Line drive to third. Hallelujah. This inning is over. Brown makes the catch. Marlon Stewart comes on to pitch for the Tigers. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Detroit 20. The Yankees 5. And the scary thing is the Tigers have stranded 13. Marlon Stewart is 0-3 on the replay with an ERA of 7.23. He is 30 years old, a fastball pitcher at 92 and a standard pitcher. He is the property of the Philadelphia Athletics, who have put 17 runs on him in 10 in the third innings. Against the Yankees, 5th appearance, 1 start, 10 innings, 9 hits. It's a good thing I'm only doing 1 stream today. 4 runs all earned. He walked 5 and struck out 4. His last appearance was the 8th against the Indians. 3 hits, or 3 innings, 4 hits, 6 runs, all earned. He walked 5 and struck out 2. Overall, 42 in the third innings, 59 hits, 8 home runs. My goodness gracious. 36 in total, 34 earned. He has walked 35 and struck out 23. The Yankees have now walked 22 runners in 6 innings. That's got to be close to a record. They have the Tigers, with 3 more innings to go, have sent 51 men to the plate. DiMaggio was 1 for 2. He hit a 2-run homer at one point in this game. Ball 4. Here's Yogi. He's 0 for 2. In the center field, Mullen. 1 out. DiMaggio will bluff. Here's Charlie Keller. Charlie is 0 for 1 with a walk. I wonder also what the record is for most runs with the least amount of hits. Can you imagine you got 20 on the board and only 7 hits? Ball 4. Brings up Fenton Mole. 0 for 1 with a walk. Struck him out. He got him on an 0-2 pitch looking on the curve. So 2 out for Coleman, who's 1 for 2. And if Coleman doesn't reach, then Shea gets to come back out to pitch another inning. We suggest you get in some Ovaltine before that so you can stay warm. Pitch to Coleman. Here's a chopper to Callaway, down to the bag himself, and the Yankees are retired. Well, the 2 walks don't hurt. We go to the 7th. It is 20-5. What's your next request, Tribe fam? Neil Barry 0 for 3. With a walk, he has scored twice and driven in a run. Shea starts the 7th with a fly ball, pop-up rather, right side mole, and that will clank off a bunch of empty seats. No, he made a catch. 1 out. Brings up Bob Swift, walked 4 times, scored 3 runs. He's 0 for 1 with an RBI. Struck him out. 2 quick outs. The Tigers, I don't think, have gone in order in this game. Pitcher's spot is up. Stewart, 2 for 8 on the replay. He stays in the game and strikes out. Well, we have set a record here in this game. Spec Shea, because he actually retired to side in order and isn't up to his pitch count, is going to get to start the 8th inning. I don't care that he's 1 for 8 on the replay. We have set a Major League record. In fact, we have nuked a Major League record. The real record for walks in a 9-inning game is 18. The Tigers, surprisingly enough, it didn't come in 49. The Tigers walked 18 against the A's on May 9th, 1916. And the Indians walked. Now, is that they walked or received against the Red Sox on May 20th, 48-18. The Yankees have 9 in the first. We've set the record for most walks in a 9-inning game. The Yankees have walked 22. Into right, foul. A 1-2 to Shea. Struck him out. Yeah, and Dave points out they've left on 13. It was 9-0. The Yankees made it 9-4 in the second, and then the Tigers just let it go. Here's Rizzuto, one of the 4th times in the lineup for the Yankees. He's singled twice, driven in 3, walked and scored. The MLB record for 9 combined walks in the game is 30, which was done in 1916. And we are 3 short of that because the Tigers have only walked 5. Only. The Tigers have, wow. The Yankees have the Tigers have put 54 men at the plate. Pitch to Rizzuto. We might break that record now. A 1-out walk for Mapes, who's 0 for 3. He has struck out twice. Full count fastball, low and outside. 4th walk for Stewart. Here's Bobby Brown, who's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. Oh my goodness gracious. What'd you say, 30? 30. We have now tied the Major League record for walks in a 9-inning game. In the year of the walk, you get all of Central Park here. DiMaggio 1 for 2, a 2-run shot, a walk, and a strikeout, or a run scored rather. Stewart deals. And that's the record. That's the record. It's now 20-6. There's Yogi Berra, who's 0 for 3. Here's a fly ball, right center field. Back goes Wirtz to the track. He'll make the catch. Mapes will tag and score without a throw, and it's 20-7. More walks than a Chinese cooking channel. Here's Keller. He has walked twice and scored. Unbelievable baseball game here. Here's the pitch. 32 walks in the ball game now. So here's Fenton Mole. Fenton is 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Yep, the Lions 20, the Giants 7. Hell of a football game here. Swift goes down to settle him down. Got him! How about that? Full count, fastball, Kestrong. The Yankees scored 2 more on no hits and no errors. We go to the 8th. It's 20-7. You know what? In this game, yeah, there is a Steel Panther song in this. We've only had 11 hits in this game. Eddie Lake is 1 for 2 as the Tigers go through the lineup now for their 7th time. He has walked 4, scored 4, and driven in a run. In the left field, Keller, 1 out. In the immortal words of George Jetson, Jane, can't you stop this crazy thing? Trout fan is looking up the record for most base runners in a 9-inning game. So we have set the record for most individual walks, and we've set the record for most combined walks. I'm going to post this video onto Digital Dice. I mean, this certainly qualifies as record setting. Oh, are you not looking? Oh, not looking up. Okay. I'm not sure we're there yet. The game that Texas beat Baltimore 32-5, I think, would be it. Callaway, by the way, still looking to extend a hitting streak to 15. Foul, third base side. The count is 2-2. Pitch from Shea. Guess what? He walked. We haven't seen that at all today, have we? Here's Mullen. Shea, by the way, has walked 7. Mullen is 3 for 6. He's driven in 4. That's the 8th walk. Or that Braves Marlins game last year. All right, who have we got to pitch? We're going to bring in Ralph Buxton. We're going to double switch because we can. So Lindell, who's a 3 and a 4 and left, will bat 9th. Buxton goes in the 6 hole. Yeah, you know, anybody could pitch at this point. Buxton being thrown to the Wolves here in a 20-7 game. 16th appearance. He's 2-2 with 2 saves at an ERA of 5.40. Hold on a sec. Where was I? Has he pitched against the Tigers? Yeah, he went an inning and got a save. His last appearance was the 13th against the Browns. 1 hit in 1 inning and gave up and struck somebody out. So 21 and 2/3 innings, 23 hits, 6 homers. Oh my goodness. 13 runs all earned. He's walked 12. So there's still time, boys and girls, and struck out 13. 35 years old, a fastball pitcher. 86 and a fly ball plus pitcher. I think Casey will come in to close this out. Here's Vic Wirtz. Talk about good morning, good afternoon, and good night. He's 1 for 2. He hit a homer sometime about 1938. He has walked 4 times. Ground ball to short. This might be 2. Coleman from Rizzuto for 1 over to Mole, and they turn it. 6-4-3. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's Detroit 20, New York 7. So Coleman, Lindell, and Rizzuto here to face Stewart. Jerry 1 for 3 is singled and scored twice. Yep. He is said just a bit outside, so much that he's even drunk if it was a drinking game. Bob Uecker is calling this game. He's going ball 128. Ted Gray will come in to pitch because why not? Ted, primarily a starter, 12 and 8 with 3 saves and an ERA of 3.04. And yes, he walks a metric ton. 24 years old, fastball pitcher at 87. Third appearance against the Yankees, 1 start, 3 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs all earned, and a strikeout. His last appearance was against the Red Sox on the 13th, an inning and 2/3, a hit, a run, a walk, and a strikeout. So overall, 169 innings, 154 hits, 9 homers, 63 runs, 57 earned. He's walked 79 and struck out 80. So Lindell steps in at 286, 6 homers and 37 RBI. In the left field, Wakefield has it for the out. Coleman will retreat back. So 1 out for Rizzuto. Is driven in 3, is singled twice, scored twice, and walked twice. Pitch from Gray. Here's a ground ball to third. Lake, Berry for 1 over to Callaway, and they'll turn it around the horn. So we go to the 9th inning. In what could be described as maybe the most unlikely, wildest game you are ever going to watch. It is the Tigers 20, the Yankees 7. Yeah, more people watching the end of this blowout than normally would. So it'll be Dick Wakefield, who has walked once. Church bells will be ringing when this one's over. An RBI for Wakefield, he's 0 for 3. Ralph Buxton trying to get through without walking anybody. In the right field. Back goes Mapes in the corner. 1 out. 11 combined hits. Here's Lippin. Johnny's only walked twice. What's the matter with him? He's 0 for 4. And he scored twice. Chopper down to third. Brown. 2 out. Put in Unitas. Yeah. Here's Barry. Neal has only walked once. He's 0 for 4 with an RBI and scored twice. Is Ralph Buxton going to be the one that actually does his job? In the center field, DiMaggio going back there, makes the catch to retire the side. So Ralph Buxton, for all you do, this bud's for you. So, it'll be Mapes. No, it won't. Who can hit a lefty? Tommy Henrik has not pinch hit this year. He's at 286, 34 homers, and 101 RBI. The Yankees need 13 to tie and 14 to win. What do you think, gang? They got 3 outs to do it in. Pitch from Gray. in the left center field. Wakefield going back, but makes the catch, 1 out. Bobby Brown. Stuffy Sternweiss. Snuffy at .299, no homers and 14 RBI. Has an RBI as a pinch hitter, hitting .375. In the center field, Mullen reaches back, 2 out. Well, it's safe to say the Yankees won't clinch tomorrow. Here's Joe DiMaggio. Joe is 1 for 2. He homered sometime. The Yankees could walk it off. They're down to their last out, and they need 14. Sure. Anything is possible, I suppose. Pitch to DiMaggio is a fly ball to left. And the Tigers win a nail-biter, 20-7. So, the game time is 4 hours and 1 minute. And then you throw in a 124-minute rain delay. And if you were going to the ballpark for a 2 o'clock first pitch, you're getting back on the subway about 5 after 8. The official score needs steak. Tommy Byrne gets the loss. The Yankees allowed 13 unearned runs. They walked 24. That's a record. Buxton had minus stuff. They didn't walk anybody. I'm just going to let you read this for a second. 20 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Tigers. 7 runs, 4 hits, and 3 errors for the Yankees. Gray gets the win. He goes to 13-8. Byrne took the loss. In fact, that ended so long ago, he's ready to start again. You imagine giving up 7 runs and still winning by 13. 279 pitches for the Yankees, and 134 of those were out of the strike zone. I want the rest of the day in baseball? Sure you do. You're not topping that in a million years. What else happened on this Friday? The Red Sox beat the Browns 5-3. Mel Parnell goes to 13-11. Drews 4-18. Domi 1 for 2 with a double and 2 walks. The Yankees walked 24. Oh my gosh. Philadelphia and Cincinnati in a slugfest at Crossley. The Phillies win 12-11. Cincy had 21 hits. Walker Cooper had 4 of those. Donnelly gets the win, 5-5. Perkowski goes to 1-1. Jones, I believe that's Puddinhead, 3 for 5, 2 doubles and a stolen base. The Cubs beat the Giants 5-1. Lade goes to 4-9. In fact, he throws a 4-hitter. Larry Jansen falls to 16-12. That pretty much ends the Giants season. Pafko, a double, 1 for 1 and 3 walks. The Yankees' magic number remains at 4. Cleveland beats Washington 5-1. Mike Garcia 6-7. Ray Scarborough falls to 14-8. Hegan 3 for 4 with 3 RBI and a double. White Sox beat the A's 7-6. Kleeman 3-2. Harris falls to 2-9. Elmer Valo 2 for 4, 6 of the year, and drives in 3. Braves beat the Cardinals, by the way. Yes, in the National League pennant race. Warren Spahn, a 20-game winner. He goes to 20-11. Hal Lanier takes the loss, 6-3. Sauer 3 for 5, his first of the year, and drives in 5. And the lead for the Dodgers is now 2.5 as Brooklyn beats Pittsburgh 3-2. Don Newcomb wins his 16th. He goes to 16-10. Worrell 9-10, and Rex Barney picked up the save. So one for the thick books. We're going to change this around since the Yankees can't clinch. We're going to go with Brooklyn and Pittsburgh, and that will be the Thursday game, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Hockey tomorrow for you. It'll be game 2 of the Islanders and the Blackhawks from Nassau Coliseum. The Islanders lead out 1-0, and if the Islanders score 20, I'm eating my hat. I'm Ron Juckett. I hope you enjoyed this one. This one was incredibly fun. We'll talk to you tomorrow for hockey. Have a good one, everybody. So long.